It looks like for the first time in nearly 15 years, the Bud 8 car is coming back. Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Jett. Welcome back to an episode of Inside Lines. This is going to be a short episode and a late episode. This is going to come out at midnight or something like that. So yeah, this is going to be a very late night, short episode, but we do have some breaking news. Not confirmed yet, but it could lead to something big. Bud 8 car, that red, beautiful red number 8 Chevrolet car driven by Dale Earnhardt Jr. from 2000, full-time 2000, until his departure from DEI in 2007. He drove that car to a 2004 Daytona 500 victory and 16 other career wins on top of that in total during his time with DEI. Now, we all know the whole dispute, the whole family drama that happened between Dale Jr. and Teresa Earnhardt, who was the new owner of Dale Earnhardt Incorporated following the death of Dale Sr. at Daytona in 2001. But since 2008, which was the last time the number 8 font was seen in the NASCAR garage, fans have been always wanting to see that font return to the Cup side, or at the very least return to NASCAR in general. And they especially wanted to see it with Dale Jr. Now, Jr. has been running that number 8 car at Junior Motorsports for a few years now, but it's with a different font. It's not exactly that DEI font. That's because it has been under the control of Teresa Earnhardt. Even though DEI as a race team closed shop, however, Teresa Earnhardt still owns the trademark of that number 8 font to use for merchandising or things like of that nature. However, it was earlier this year when it was reported that that font, that number 8 font that Teresa Earnhardt owned, was actually, she was gonna let it expire. Of course, when that was her, DEJ Holdings, or Dale Earnhardt Jr. Holdings, immediately was the first one to jump on this deal to try and obtain that number 8 font. And earlier tonight, just a couple hours ago, Dale Jr. tweeted this picture, just him in his Bud 8 fire suit with a large Budweiser number 8 can. Not only that, but Tony Eury Jr., Dale Jr.'s cousin and crew chief with Dale Jr. during the Bud 8 days, updated his cover photo 2 hours ago at the time of this recording, and it shows the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet car. And just to make things even that much cooler, Budweiser themselves, the official Twitter account, responded under Dale Jr.'s post with a simple looking of the eyes emoji. Now, we have to remember this. Dale Jr. at the moment does not have anything planned for 2025. There have been talks that maybe Bristol, his race a couple weeks ago, was the last time we would see Dale Jr. in a NASCAR race in some way, shape, or form. He doesn't have anything lined up with Hellmann's or anything of that nature. However, could this be because Dale Jr. is trying to race in 2025 with the original number 8 DEI font with Budweiser as a sponsor? It's way too early to speculate, but so many things are lining up perfectly. The fact that he doesn't have anything committed at the moment. This could be because Dale Jr. is trying to bring a throwback car back to life once again, with Budweiser responding to a Dale Jr. post that has the Budweiser red number 8 car and fire suit. Tony Eury Jr., cousin of Dale Jr., then updating his cover photo to show a Budweiser car. Things are just lining up too perfectly. Don't want to speculate it, but I do think that there is a good possibility that we will see the red Budweiser number 8 car back on the racetrack in 2025. Now, currently at the moment, Junior Motorsports fields 4 cars. Now, the number 8 car is still being used in 2025 at the moment by Sammy Smith. However, the number 9 car, which was previously used by Junior Motorsports for a few years now, has not been used at the moment. Could this be a way to line up to maybe put Sammy Smith in the number 9 car so that Dale Jr. can drive that 8 car in select Xfinity races next year? Immediately, you think of some racetracks. You think of Bristol, but you especially think of Darlington. That throwback race weekend, you especially look at that racetrack where if for some reason, if you could dream of a scenario where the number 8 car could return, the Bud 8 car could return, it would be that race. I hope what I am hearing is true about this Bud 8 car returning, because as a longtime NASCAR fan, I unfortunately started watching NASCAR 2 years after Dale Jr. left DEI. So I have never witnessed a race in the Bud 8 car. And that is one of the most iconic paint schemes, especially in modern NASCAR history. When you look at the history behind that Bud 8 car, the heritage of the Earnhardt family, Dale Jr. as a whole during that time in the early 2000s, how popular he was and how connected Jr. and Budweiser were with this paint scheme in the early 2000s. to see it bring back to life in 2025 would be such an awesome thing for not only hardcore longtime Dale Jr. fans to see, but also for someone like me, for the fans that weren't able to witness Dale Jr. during the Budweiser days, to be able to see that car in real life at a racetrack once again. I think that is something that will just unite NASCAR fans, and it'll be something that would be awesome to witness on a racetrack again. Or we could just be reading this way too hard and Dale Jr. pulled the absolute greatest troll job in all of racing and announced that he's driving the 6.7 car next year. I mean, that could also be a possibility. It's also important to note out that Dale Jr. also changed his profile picture to when he won the 2004 Daytona 500, again him in his Bud fire suit. This is more than just a tease. At this point in time, Dale Jr. is literally screaming at our faces to change everything, to tweet this, Budweiser tweeting, changing his profile picture, Tony Eury Jr. changing his cover photo, all to the Bud A car. It is all pointing to one thing. Dale Jr., really good chance, not confirming it, but will be driving the Bud A car in 2025. If I'm wrong, but at this point in time, it is screaming in our faces. This would be awesome to see on the racetrack. And man, the throwback schemes are going to be absolutely beautiful to witness.
You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down, vibes I done sent out? But we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target. Soon I'll be crossing that bridge, but can't bring everybody with me. Family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road. It's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall.